guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 7 of my Juventus career mode. Now today, before we get into this episode, I just wanted to first of all say I hope you had a good Christmas and you enjoyed and everything. I have been obviously not uploading the last 2 days because I've just kind of been with family and stuff like that. I've not been on Xbox that much, but yeah, thank you so much for your support. We've also hit 3,000 subscribers as well since I've been away for the last couple of days, which is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. We actually hit it on Christmas Day, which is pretty weird as well, so thank you everyone. I think we're also on 3,023 at the moment, so we seem to have just shot up in the last couple of days, so thank you so much for the support recently, guys. And yeah, I think that is pretty much everything before we get into this episode. Got a game against Milan to kick things off, and if we win this game, we could potentially go as many as 4 points ahead of second place, so it could be quite a big game this one. Looking forward to it. But before I get into the episode and into the match, if you could go hit 25 likes on this video, it'd be really appreciated. Also, don't forget to go subscribe as well, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, let's move on now to changing the team slightly. I'll be back in a second once I've decided on it. And this is the team I've gone with. Basically, I put in Liechtenstein, Ceres, Regani, and Alexandro as my 4 defenders. And I've also got in front of them Marquisio, Pogba as my 2 centre mids. And then in front of those, Cuadrado, Texeira, Lucas with Morata as the striker. That's the bench I've gone with. Hopefully Asamoah is going to be okay to maybe make a bit of an appearance in this match. We'll just have to wait and find out. Come on, here we go. Big match for us here. Desperately needing the 3 points here. We can't afford to lose the match, otherwise we'll obviously no longer be top of the league. And the draw, I suppose, will be okay against Milan. I prefer a win, really, and that's a decent start for us, winning a corner just 3 minutes in. I'm going to take it short to Lucas so we can get a bit of a better angle for Morata, I think it was. He didn't quite manage to reach that header, though. Liechtensteiner. This time I'm going to try and find Morata again. We are struggling to win those headers, surprisingly, with Morata in there. And yeah, we're just lacking a little bit of height even with Morata as our striker. And that was it for the first half. Not many chances whatsoever, which is a bit worrying considering I quite like Morata. It just hasn't worked with him up front, so I'm going to have to take him off at half time, which isn't something I usually do either. I don't generally make that many subs at half time. I'm going to bring on Dybala as his replacement. And other than that, I think I'm going to keep it the same, to be honest, because the rest of the team's not been too bad. It's just when we've got it into Texeira and Morata, it's kind of broken down a little bit. The next change might be to bring on Kingsley Coman. Not really too sure, though. We'll see how we get on with the current one change that I've made. Pogba's through, all saved by the keeper, and that's probably our best chance so far. Lucas looking for Dybala. Probably not going to have enough strength to win it, but he's been fouled there. Surely he has done. And the referee's giving it with 15 minutes left. It's going to be a booking for Alex. And yeah, we do have a good free kick opportunity here. I'm actually going to make one small change, I think. Bring on Kingsley Coman, take off Texeira. And in fact, I'm also going to bring on Asamoah as well. And we're going to take off Lucas and put Cuadrado onto the right-hand side. I was tempted to bring on Fred, but I've gone with those 2 changes anyway. And hopefully they're going to be enough to try and find a winning goal with 15 minutes left. Who will take this one? Well, my best free kick taker is Pogba or Dybala, I think. So I'm going to go with Dybala with it being this sort of angle. I'm going to give it a go. Can I put it in the corner here? Oh, must be in. Oh my days, it's been saved on the line by Lopez. I was sure that I'd gone over the line, but it must have been so close. I can't believe how close that free kick was from Dybala. Brilliant left-footed free kick. Perfect angle really for a left-footer. I just can't believe it hasn't found its way in the back of the net. Dybala again on the run, and it's another save from Diego Lopez, and out for another corner. Look how close that is. Goal decision system says no goal. How close is that though? Part of the ball is over the line. Only half of it though. The other half was needed for it to be a goal. That was how close it was. Marquisio with the ball in, and sadly it is a really poor one. 2 minutes added on. This is the first time in a while Milan have attacked. Not long left now, and just need to get it out with Pogba. Now I'm going to look for Dybala with the long ball, but it's not found him. That is it. We have drawn the game 0-0. Really should have deserved that. Deserved a win there, but Diego Lopez has absolutely kept him in the game and has made save after save, really. We have had a lot of shots. Not much possession, though, but it was the shots that really counted, and sadly we didn't manage to find a goal from any of those, which isn't really good enough. But like I say, when a keeper plays so well like that, it is difficult to score sometimes. But we have got ourselves the point. The main thing is we didn't lose that game. I think we should still be top, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out after this game that we play. I got an offer from Romania here. I'm not interested in being the Romania manager, as you might have expected. But we now need to move on to some player drills. We've got a couple of players I want to try and get up in the next couple of weeks. Pogba, obviously, is one I want to try and get to 88, but it is going to be tough to do that in the short term. We do have Morata and other players I also think should be a little bit higher, like Regani as well. We are just going to go ahead and simulate all of these for those 5 players, and hopefully we get a little bit of growth from some of them. There we go, Morata has his finishing go up to 86 there, which is brilliant stuff for us. And yeah, let's move on now to the next game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. And this is the team for the Borussia Mönchengladbach game. I've made quite a few changes, to be honest. Rotate to the side. Ayora comes in. Bonaccini, I can never say his name right. Bonucci, I don't really know, to be honest. Alongside Chiellini at centre-back. Then I've got Evra at left-back. Khedira with Fred in front of them. Asimo on the left, Hernandez in the centre, and we've got Pereira on the right, just because I can't really fit him in anywhere else, to be honest. And I've got Kingsley Coman up front by himself. That's the bench I've gone with. Hopefully it's going to be enough to beat Borussia Mönchengladbach, but we'll just have to wait and find out. I'm not too sure whether I'll be able to play this match or not. It's an away game, one that we should really win, but one that we desperately need to try and win. We can't afford really to lose it. So, with the games coming up, we've got Man City, which we really want to play, obviously. That'll be a big game. I think I can afford to sim the next 2 games. Then I'll play Man City, and then we'll see about the Fiorentina match after that. So we'll sim the next 2 matches, including this one. Let's find out how we get on. It's going to be a bit of a risk having Kingsley Coman up front, but for me, Morata hasn't been good enough in terms of his form recently, and we've gone and conceded after, 7 minutes? Rafael scores. Okay, this could go down to the Man City match, which obviously we need to win in a couple of weeks' time. We are at half-time, still losing the game 1-0. Xhaka has got himself injured. He hasn't come off though. Textera, in fact he has come off now. Textera comes on for Fred. They've made it 2-0 with some random player I've never heard of. 2-1 actually now, and it finishes 2-1, so we lost the game to Borussia Mönchengladbach, and we were away. Maybe I should have played that one, but it's difficult because I've only got a certain amount of games I can put into an episode. Usually it's 2 games I put into one episode. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's only 1, but I can't always put every single game in there, and if I was to play loads of games, then we wouldn't really get through much of the season, so I've got to try and get the balance right between the matches that I play and the matches I sim. That was maybe one that I should have played, but obviously, like I say, I've got to try and only fit 2 games into one episode. Now onto this game against Palermo, and this is the team I've gone with. It's pretty much my full strength team. I've changed around a few players in terms of where they're playing on the pitch. Hopefully that's going to be enough to win. I put Marquisio at centre attacking mid, which is a little bit risky, but, you know, we'll see how he gets on there. Hopefully he's going to be good enough to get us a few goals or assists in that position. We'll be simming this match again. Hopefully we can go and win this game. It is obviously an important match, another away match though, so it could be a difficult one for us. Let's find out how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves a goal early on and not concede like we did early on in the previous match. Keelan getting booked after 12 minutes. We are now just under 30 minutes in, and it's 1-1. They scored first, then Keelan equalised just 3 minutes later into the second half. Now still 1-1. So Sarah's on, Alexandro off. They then make it 2-1, and Morata makes it 2-2 just 2 minutes later. And we are still level with 15 minutes remaining of this match. Can we get a third? No, but they did miss a penalty. We drew the game 2-2. Another disappointing away result. We need to work on the away form, definitely. That puts us, I think, maybe in 2nd place now in the league. Tell you what, though, we are 3rd in the table for the Champions League now, so that is really a little bit worrying. Obviously, though, if I beat Man City, then that will all change. And we could actually have a very interesting end to this European ties, because obviously if I beat Man City, that puts me on 10 points. And if Sevilla were to beat Borussia Mönchengladbach, that puts them on 7 points. So I don't think they'd be actually able to go through on that, would they? So could be an interesting end to this. It could go down to goal difference as well. How am I doing for goal difference? 4, so we should really be able to go through on a goal difference of 4, to be honest. That's the highest in the group as well. But anyway, let's move on now to doing some more player developments and see if I can get the same 5 players up. Not deciding to change them again this week. I'll generally keep them the same most of the time, unless obviously they've recently gone up, and I don't think I can get them up particularly easy. I think we had Pogba there and Fred having certain attributes going up there. Nothing particularly amazing that week. So I've got this offer in from Colombia as well, which could be an interesting one. But again, I think I'm going to reject that one. I'm not too interested in being the Colombian manager at the moment. However, let's move on now to some more player development drills I have to do. And yeah, we are going to go ahead with the 5 players and see whether I can make any little bit amount of progress or anything like that. Regani shooting up there, near 281, but still not quite there. Loads of his attributes going up there. Fantastic stuff from him. And just move on now to the next match against Man City, which again is in the Champions League. Let's find out how we get on against them. But first we have Mario Mandzukic returning back from injury, which is great news. Just in time for the Man City game, we'll find out what the team I will be playing with is. So we're back in a second once I've decided on it. And this is the team for the Man City match. I basically put out my best team, I'd say, near enough anyway. Made 1 or 2 changes here and there. I've obviously kept the defence pretty much similar to what we've seen before. Marquinhos and Pogba partner alongside each other in midfield, with Asamoah on the left, Texeira down the middle, and Lucas on the right. And that leaves not Hernandez up front. That's a mistake. Hernandez is not playing up front. We do have, I think, Dybala that can play there, and that's what I'm going to do as my bench. I'll also actually just bring Fred onto the bench. But yeah, that is the bench I've gone with. Mandzukic clearly isn't ready to get into this match, so he's going to be left on the reserves for now. We'll leave him until the next game. Maybe Fiorentina, he might return for that match. There's no point risking him in this game against Man City, especially when I've got other players that are capable of playing in a similar position. Let's see how we get on. We are obviously away at Man City. It's going to be a tough game. They've got some very good players. Let's find out how we get on, though. We are at the Etihad. We do have some very bad rain, actually, to deal with here. They've got a very good team out there, Man City. They've got De Bruyne in there, obviously Otamendi, David Silva, Yaya Toure, Fernandinho. The list really goes on and on. But we will hopefully get ourselves a win. We've obviously got Aguero playing this game as well. I mean, this is a tough team we're coming up against now. A very good side. I have a feeling, though, maybe actually Fernandinho isn't playing, and that's David Silva in centre mid. So that's a bit of a weird one. But anyway, let's get this game off nicely with a decent strike to kick things off. Texeira to have a shot. Oh, good save by Joe Hart. I think that was going in the top right hand corner. What a strike that was. And what a very good start to this game it's been as well. Pogba to take this corner. And it's found Texeira. Oh, good save by Joe Hart again to his left this time. And that's a brilliant free header there Texeira had. Pogba again going to keep the pressure high. And it's a poor pass in the end to Otamendi. Dybala weaving in and out, trying to get past Mangala, and he does slot one past Joe Hart this time. 1-0, 26 minutes in. We have been the dominant team in this game. What a finish that is from Dybala, though. Joe Hart didn't seem to see it coming and fell, I think, a little bit too late when he dived. You can just see this brilliant run at Mangala, who I don't think is at the right side of centre-back there, to be honest. And what a strike that is from Dybala. 1-0. No way. Yaya Toure, where's that come from? I think that's their first chance. That is really their first chance. We've been all over them. We've had loads of chances, but look at that. It's really just very poor. Really, really bad. And they've just flicked the switch. Again, it's something with this game when the team concedes, they just seem to flick a switch on and off as to when they want to start attacking and not attacking. It really is very frustrating to play against, but sometimes it happens, and even though we have been a dominant team, it is still 1-1, sadly. And that is it. We are still drawing the game 1-1 at the moment. Really annoying end to the half, because obviously we conceded that goal, but now they actually started to keep the ball quite well. So this is the stats. And actually, it shows that we've been dominated in possession, but we have had a lot of shots, and they've only had 1, and they scored from it. So that's very annoying, but we will keep on going. And like I said, the possession towards the end was crazy. You couldn't win it back off them. So dominating our last third of the pitch, but we can still obviously get them on the break because they're not great defensively, or they haven't been in this match so far anyway. Dybala to shoot, off the post and in, 2-1, brilliant strike on his right foot, and we're nearly at the 60th minute mark, and we have been a better team so far in the second half. We're going to make a few changes now. We're going to take off Texeira and bring on Morata, and take off Dybala and bring on Kingsley Coman. Then the final change will be bringing on Fred and taking off Asamoah, who is also quite tired. Still 2-1, hopefully we can get ourselves 3 points. Coman through to Lucas, he might be offside here, it's 3-1, he wasn't offside, kept himself on. And that's a brilliant counter-attack from one of their corners. 3-1 now. Fantastic stuff. Mainly Kingsley Coman that won us that goal there. Morata cuts inside onto his right foot. And, oh, it's a 4th goal for us. 4-1 past Joe Hart. And in the 90th minute, we've managed to get another goal. Morata's played actually quite well since he's come off the bench. Cuts inside him. Mangala wasn't going to stop him. and a brilliant strike, 4-1. And that's it, we have won the game 4-1, definitely deserved, we have been the better team, and yeah, we've got ourselves 3 points, hopefully that's enough to go through now. But they did actually end the game with 60% possession, which really isn't good enough for us, but we won the game anyway, that's the main thing. 8.6 million was added onto our transfer budget, and I'm assuming that's for getting into the next round. We'll quickly have a little look, because I'm not 100% sure yet, and I'm interested to see actually where we are in the Champions League. So you can see there we are against Lyon in the next round, so we did definitely go through, but we went through, in what position were we? Let's have a little look. We went through second, and Borussia Mönchengladbach actually went through as well. So Man City actually went out of the Champions League after that game. Pretty incredible, all down to the goal difference though, that was all it was. And in fact, if it was down to that, we should have finished top really. So what is it down to? Maybe the goals... Wait, what have they actually beaten us on? They've not. I don't know how they've gone through top, on alphabetical order or something. Anyway, they have gone through, and yes, so have we, so that's very good news for us. That's the main thing though, that we've gone through. Got Lyon in the next round, which is also, I think, a winnable game as well. And Mandzukic said that he's fine to play in our boss for this game against Fiorentina, which will be in the next episode. So that is it. Thank you very much for watching. If you do enjoy this one, please get the thumbs up button and also go subscribe as well. It'll be fantastic. Let's try and hit 25 likes on this video, but they're also very good. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.